Billionaire exposes the 3 traits that give you any choice of girl. Let's uncover why women become weak around this type of man.
How to get a top tier girl.
Oh God, did I say this?
Yes.
Is this mine?
Yes. I'm sorry, it is. How to get a top tier girl. Number 1, get in shape.
Yeah.
Number 2, get rich.
Yeah.
Number 3, don't be a dick.
Pay close attention to what he's about to say, because one of the traits he mentions is not actually what makes girls like you.
So the second one, so get in shape. I highly recommend. Like the first thing, like strongly recommend for young guys. Like for the love of God, get in shape. It'll never be easier. You'll never have more time. I had one of my sales guys who I said, dude, I don't see you at the gym. And he said, I'm just really busy. And I just like looked at him and I was like, you will never have more time and less responsibility than you do now. So I kind of used the James Clear thing. I said, hey, if you can't make it work now, accept that you're never going to be in shape for the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, whoa. I was like, think about it.
Rid yourself of the
right.
desire.
Yeah. I was like, you're just never going to be in shape. He was like, well, I mean that. I was like, right. So do it or don't, but stop wanting it. And so back to that point. So I think that getting in shape just dramatically enhances the people that you can hang out with. Like, and I have this belief from humans in general. All humans at ideal body weight and like normal levels of musculature are almost all attractive. Like at like a 1 or 0 binary scale of attractive, like almost all humans are just purely physically. And so like, just don't have that be a constraint for you. Like don't have it be a negative at the very least.
Yeah.
Right.
I've got this limitation and that limitation and another limitation. So, okay. So are you just adding another?
Yeah. I think Peterson said something like, they say they're depressed. He's like, well, you're living in your mom's basement, you're unemployed. It's like, you didn't give yourself a chance. Now, if you're in shape, you're rich, you do all these, you've achieved whatever you've achieved, doesn't have to be rich, but you've achieved whatever you want to achieve. If you're still depressed, then we can talk about it. But until then, you haven't even given yourself a shot. Yeah. I can't find girls. Well, are you any of these basic things? No. Well, then do that first. The rich thing is more, I mean, obviously.
What he's about to say about being rich is going to be very important because it's not that girls actually desire money, but something much deeper that money reveals. But real quick, a couple things I must add on for being in shape. The human brain has been trained to notice things that are out of the ordinary and to ignore things that look like everything else. Example, 4,000 years ago, if you're walking around in the woods and you hear a stick crack, your brain instantly gets hooked, looks to see if there's a threat. If the human brain wasn't trained to notice that threat, humans would die much quicker. The powerful hack is that it doesn't stop at noticing only threats. It can't tell the difference between something that's a threat and something that just stands out. What makes this even more powerful is that the human brain also has been trained to view things that just stand out as more valuable, because what we focus more attention on, we naturally assume is more important. Example, the Tesla truck is objectively pretty hideous, but it sells like crazy and people love it because it's different. Getting more of that human attention focused on it for a longer period of time, increasing our attraction for it. All this being said, to explain the fact that being in shape makes you stand out because no one's in shape. Something like 70% of the United States is obese. So the fact you stand out gets you more attention, and that attention leads to attraction. Also, the female brain looks for positive mating traits that will increase their safety and chance to reproduce. Being in shape shows that you're healthy, have ambition, and will take care of the family. Trigger.
For me, I think Professor G. Galloway said this. It's more about the signal that you have the ability to gain resources more than having them. And so like, if you think about trust fund kid, now there is the element of having money, which does for sure, there are girls who just want the money. But if you compare that.
He's exposing the misconception 99% of guys have. And right here, there are girls that just care about money. Facts, truth, those are not the type of girls you want. And those girls don't actually like you.
To the young, hungry guy, I don't know if they win in a head-to-head, right? And
it's the same reason that the starving artist sleeping on his friend's couch, but who's got lots of upside potential, is attractive.
Yeah.
It's like, but he fucking has one guitar and a pair of boots to his name. Like, how is that? Well, yeah but
so did Dylan.
Look at
the word he said right here is going to become very important in just a second. So really think about it when they're talking. Potential.
Look at the predictors that I'm seeing here. Look at the fucking early onset alarm warnings of something potentially great in his future.
Yeah. So get in shape, signal that you are ambitious and that you plan on pursuing whatever it is that you're going after. And then finally, it's just don't be a jerk. Like, I'm not saying you have to be a
What he's gonna uncover about don't be a jerk is very simple, but we all ignore it. But real quick, we must break down the money concept. This is gonna blow your mind, but girls don't actually care about money. Right now, I have more money than I've ever had because of my business, but the amount of girls I attract is the exact same. The reason girls quote unquote find money attractive is because it shows other underlying qualities. Remember what we said earlier about girls desiring a man that can protect them, be healthy, take care of their family. Money means better access to medicine, which you can spend on your wife and children. Trigger. Money means you can afford to live in a better neighborhood, have a security guard, and so on, meaning your wife and children are more likely to be safe. Trigger. And the most important one, number 3, money signals ambition, the desire to become more and grow. Humans, especially females, have this desire to keep on progressing with life. If they don't see progress in the future, they will leave you no matter how good the situation is right now. Period. Having ambition is directly correlated to progress, so the female brain finds it extremely attractive. So you can use the money hack without actually having money simply by displaying the fact you're extremely ambitious. When I started this business and had no money, girls found me deadly attractive because I'd worked so much and was so passionate about growing this that they saw a progressive future in the upward direction. Right now, I have more money, same amount of girls like me, and they like me the same amount because my ambition has remained the same, exposing that money's not actually what they like, but the ambition behind it. Become ambitious, bro. Seriously.
like, you know, the world's sweetest whatever, but just don't be a dick. If you do those 3 things, like, you'll be able to get whatever girls you want.
What does don't be a dick consist of?
Great question. So it would probably be the behaviors that, so that is a bucketed term for many behaviors underneath of it, that basically just decrease the likelihood that a girl would want to continue to fraternize with you. But like, you know, specific, it's like, and I think that'll also depend on the girl, to be real. Some girls might prefer this. So whatever your target girl is, she probably...
He's gonna reveal exactly how to attract a good girl, not an insecure girl. And what he says right here is extremely important. Don't be a dick will actually repel some girls. The girls it repels will be the insecure girl. Insecure girls, since they don't feel like they are enough, have this negative self-image about themselves. The female brain does not desire to be treated good. It desires to be treated how it views itself. So if a girl views herself negatively and a guy comes and treats her good and is not a dick, she will not like that guy because she's insecure. So that insecure girl will run away. Versus that same guy comes and treats a girl good and is not a dick, and it's a confident, not insecure girl, she will like him because how he treats her lines up with her self-image. So being a good man, kind, not nice, 2 very different things, will repel the bad girls and attract the good girls.
Is a bucket of behaviors. Now that's different than do what she wants. Very different. It's, is there something that is non-negative to me that is beneficial to her? Do as many of those things as you can.
I'd even take this a step further. When a girl sees that you sacrifice yourself for her, so you do something negative to yourself that is pleasing to her, she finds that extremely attractive and it gets unconditional loyalty. Prime example, not in dating, but the most powerful example is Jesus Christ. The reason the disciples died for him, for their faith, and there's 3 billion Christians today, is because he sacrificed himself for humanity. That sacrifice gained undying loyalty from billions. This doesn't mean be a pushover. If you do something negative for yourself that also goes against your values, she'll view you as a desperate loser. Simply put, if it doesn't go against your values and you know it'll make her feel extremely special and important, do it for her. That being said, this is later on in dating. In the beginnings, when you barely know her, you want to sacrifice less, because if you sacrifice for someone you don't even know, they'll just view you as needy and desperate, nice guy, rather than attractive. Let her earn and work for that sacrifice. Oh, you've been great for 3-4 weeks. You know, I'll do this for you, baby. Oh, you've been great for 3-4 months, an even bigger sacrifice. The longer time goes, the bigger the sacrifice becomes.
It's interesting as well that it probably means you need to ensure that the kind of girl that you want to be with and the kind of behavior that you want to have around her will often align, because those 2 things might not. You might want to be a really distant, I'm just going to work on myself kind of guy, but you might want a very forthcoming, very caring sort of woman, and you have really reduced down your mating pool if those 2 things don't tend to correlate, and I'm going to guess that they don't. If you want a really forthcoming, very caring woman, I'm going to guess that she's going to kind of expect that sort of interaction in reverse. And if you're not prepared to give,
Let's correct a very common misconception. Opposites attract. They actually don't. They attract for just the moment, not in the long term, because it's something new and exciting. In the long term, opposites tend to frustrate and annoy each other, and they break up and leave each other. Point is, if you're looking for a good godly girl that doesn't sleep around, you better not sleep around either. She might find the bad boy exciting for a week, but then when the emotions settle down, she talks to her family and her friends, she'll start thinking clearer and pull away. If you want something you don't have yourself, change.
that it's like rid yourself of the desire, or you're going to have to change your preferences, or you're going to have to change your behavior. One of the two.
Worth bringing up early if you are on this, like, I would like to find somebody trained. This is something that worked exceptionally well, which is I think our first or second date, I just said up front all the non-negotiables that I had, which, to be clear, this isn't the like red flags, whatever thing. It's just like, I work a lot. I will not sacrifice that. If that is a problem, then this will not work, and that is okay. I just want to be upfront that these are the things. Like, I work out, I will do that. I'm not going to give that up. I will not give that up for anyone. And so, like,
very powerful attraction trigger. If you implement this, you'll have no problem in dating. The reason girls find this very attractive, when you say things that they shouldn't like out loud, two powerful psychological mechanisms take place in the brain. Number one, she trusts you more. Imagine a salesman who comes with a product and only talks about the positive aspects about it. Your brain thinks too good to be true. I don't trust him. Now imagine that same salesman comes to you and says, you know what, this iPhone, it's more expensive than everything else, and then talks about all the positive aspects of the product. You're gonna trust that salesman way more because he started with something that makes his product look bad. In dating, when you're upfront about your negative qualities, the girl trusts the positive things you say way more. Example, yesterday I'm on a phone with a girl and she asked me, what's my red flag? I told her the truth. I'm not great at texting. I work a lot, so communication is definitely something I gotta work on. Instantly, her attraction jumped up. I felt it in the moment. Because what she's thinking when she hears that is, oh, he's ambitious and busy. He might not text much, but he's working on something. And she starts justifying your negative qualities. And in the future, when I say something, for example, I'm focused just on you, girl, she's gonna trust me 10 times more. Mechanism number two. 99% of guys, when they like a girl, aim to please her. Because they're afraid that if they don't please her, if they say things that might push her away, they'll lose her. The problem is, people pleasing is repulsive behavior because it signals you don't have other options. Because if you did have other options, you would not feel the need to only please. You'd say the truth even if it was something that could potentially push her away. Also, the fact you signal you don't have other options makes the girl think, oh, he doesn't have other options. There must be a reason why no one likes him, so I won't like him too. This is called social proof. But when you say the negative things about yourself in a confident way, not in a pity, fearful manner, the girl thinks, oh, he must have plenty of other options, social proof in the positive direction, because he's willing to push me away. And if others like him, he must have something special, making her like you too. That being said, a lot more goes into first dates, and holding conversation can be very difficult. I read a Harvard study and another study called How to Fall in Love with Anyone in 45 Minutes, and what I learned from both of them is that asking more good questions can make people feel extremely close and very powerful chemistry in less than an hour. Obviously, as guys, it's hard to think of questions in the moment when we're nervous and anxious, so I made this game unfiltered, which is 52 questions based on the Harvard-backed science. Since I'm testing this out and I want to get feedback to make it even better, for the next 50 people that join the Gentleman Society, I'm shipping this $50 game for free. I'm removing the cost. The only thing you have to do is just give me feedback once you use it. If you want to check that out, I'll link it top of the description and I'll pin a comment. Stay blessed.